Let's find a comfortable pose. Using a blanket, using a pillow, and we have a few people didn't practice so much. So let's start really with some basics. When you want to sit, you can use a blanket or a block. And when you use a blanket or a block, you want to sit with your sit bones really on the edges that you can feel your bones. And you plant these bones on a bit of a height. So you don't want to sit rounded. You want to find really this edge. You can push with your hands the flesh towards the side, bringing one heel to your center, helping yourself, opening this hip, the other heel in front, releasing your knees and lifting yourself up. When this is difficult, please come finding your soles of your feet together like this. That's an alternative, which is a bit easier for your hips. Yeah, long spine is always what we are looking for. Resting on your knees or in front of your belly, whatever feels more comfortable for you. On the knees, it helps for some people releasing arms a tiny bit more, or in front of your belly, closing your eyes for a moment and connecting towards yourself. So you want to bring all the energy which is out there, this alertness, this constant, what we do as humans, observing, maybe comparing. It is this kind of mirror we are looking at constantly. Instead of looking at ourselves, we're looking at other people. Humanness is like this, nothing personal. And starting evaluating, judging, analyzing, copying, to find a reference. This is what we do, finding reference. Am I okay in this realm? I'm moving along. Am I strange? Am I still in the frame, in the box? It's acceptable values. So bringing this awareness, getting to know yourself without the need of judging, comparing, analyzing. And my niece is coming as well, that's nice. Hello, good morning. So finding your breath, finding this natural rhythm of this exhaling, unguarded, natural, just the way it is right now. This decision of this class, I'm constantly focusing on self, nourishing on self, regardless how other people, well, in cyberspace, you don't have so much comparison. No worries what other people are doing. While you're focusing on your breath, you start gently deepening your breath, lengthening your breath. So you're bringing your inhaling, letting your belly growing, your chest growing, your kidneys filling up, the backside of your heart into your lungs. With your exhaling, sucking this belly in towards your spine and gently, internally lift it up towards your heart. Inhaling, your belly is growing, your spine rising, filling your kidneys, backside of your heart, filling it up, holding your breath. With your exhaling, bringing your belly inward towards your spine and gently lift it up towards your heart, lengthening your spine. Inhaling for 2, 4, 5, 6, holding 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Exhaling, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty, stay. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holding, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhaling, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty, lifting this mulapanda pelvis floor. Internally lifting yourself up. And last round, inhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, holding, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhaling, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing concentration on your breath, sensing how do you feel any shift, any change you can notice. Bringing your arms on your side, sweep your arms over your head with your inhaling, interlacing your fingers, pointing with your index finger, releasing your shoulders, grasping these hands, staying here, connecting to your breath. Your breath is your guide. Letting it be even. Breathe. Can you trust yourself in all what's going on? Worrying times, uncertainty stirs up all what is in our system. We felt so safe, so secure compared to what is going on right now. So letting yourself feeling and sensing, it is the whole display of humanness. Opening your fingers, bringing your hands in front of your chest, lifting your elbows a tiny bit and pressing your hands into each other, creating a bit of a pressure. Your spine stays long, your shoulders releasing, pressing your hands into each other, inhaling, your arms flowing over your head, open degrees, and letting yourself gazing towards the ceiling as if you're hugging this whole universe. The stars, the moon, we are not on our own here. This is collective, this is global, this is universal. Crossing and giving yourself a sweet little hug, releasing your neck, feeling this of your hands. Releasing your hands meeting your elbows and lifting your arms over your head. Breathe, releasing your shoulders. Abs in your breath. Pushing your elbows a tiny bit towards the side while you're holding your elbows at the same time. Inhaling, opening your one more time, letting yourself hugging this universe, your seat rooting down, well rooted, open in your arms, letting your arms crossing. This time the other arm comes in front, soft touch, hugging yourself. And letting your hands sliding towards your elbows, lifting your elbows towards the ceiling, releasing your shoulders, and gently your other side, creating a bit of a strength in your shoulders. Breath, releasing shoulders, deep breath into your exhaling your elbows, arms on your side, sweep your arms over your head with your inhaling, releasing your right hand next to your seat, bending your elbow, reach with your left arm out. Bend a tiny bit, Stephanie. Yes, your easing your shoulder. Reach with your arm a tiny bit further away. Where is your smile in your heart? Your smile in your belly. The beautiful rest. Inhaling, bringing your arms back one more time, interlacing fingers, point with your index finger. Evoking Kali Mudra, releasing your shoulders. Praise Kali, this fierceness, this energy who gives you strength. Praise, releasing your hands, left hand onto the floor, bending elbow, reach with your arm over your head. Breathe, making sure your seat rooting down. Your head in line with your spine. Inhaling, coming back into your neutral, bringing your hands in front of your chest, closing your eyes for a moment. Pressing in cyberspace or here in this realm, there is this ongoing questions we are asking ourselves. Why am I here? What I'm longing from this time, and people spending a week with us or a few more days with this realm. What are you longing from this week? Why did you decide coming to a place like this, practicing yoga, maybe going surfing, experiencing something new? What are you longing from this life, from this week, time? Small, big. Why am I here? It's your own purpose. Finding your own with success, becoming somebody. It all falls apart. Focusing on why am I here? What do I want to myself in this week, for these days? What do I want to offer this community I'm living in? What am I longing for? Inhaling, reach with your arms over your head. Exhaling, releasing, helping with your hands under your knees, planting your feet onto the floor and pushing all away what you sit on, finding yourself sitting on the floor and releasing your knees from one side to the other side, softening in your hips. We've been sitting for about 15 minutes. Sometimes it's really a bit difficult. Plant feet together, letting your heels floating away the distance of your arms. So your fingertips want to finding your heels, releasing your arms on your knees, growing in your spine, softening in your inner groins, staying here when this is good enough over your arms, over your head. You're inhaling, reaching forward from your heart, lengthening your spine. Exhaling, folding. You can grabbing with your hands, your toes softening, folding forward, release. Inhaling, reaching forward from your heart, reaching forward from your arms, lengthening your spine. You're sitting, bringing your arms around behind you, fingers pointing towards your seat, opening your chest with your feet, pressing into the floor, lifting your hips a tiny bit and gazing towards the ceiling. Breath. Inhaling, coming back on, lengthening your legs, your arms over your head. Imagine you have a lasso in your hands and you want to folding forward while you lasso your feet. Inhaling, pulling this energy into your hips over your head with your inhaling. Exhaling, folding. Inhaling. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhaling. This time. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Coming back into your sitting. Folding your knees. Planting your feet onto the floor, hugging with your left arm, both of your knees, your right arm over your head, twisting, turning towards your right side, planting your fingertips, gaze over your shoulder, both to the floor, lifting your spine. Inhale. Right arm, hugging both of your knees, lifting your arm. While you're lifting your arm, you're lifting your spine. Exhaling, turning, fingertips in line with your spine, gaze over your shoulder. Pressing your feet into the floor, pressing your sits bones. Inhaling, bringing your arm back and swinging your knees under you, finding your top feet spreading wide under your shoulders, knees hip width apart under your hips, and giving yourself a few cat-cow breathing. So you're gazing forward while you're pressing, pulling them towards your heart, and you're rounding your spine. Floor. This layer here down in your, slightly lifting it up while you're rounding, gaze towards your belly button. Inhaling, releasing, arching your spine, gaze forward. Exhaling, finding your own rhythm in your breath. Inhaling, softening in your shoulders, softening hips. Exhaling. Inhaling, gazing forward, curling your toes under, lifting feet, and you'll find your first downward facing dog, paddling with your feet, walking this feet, so one heel pressing down while the opposite knee is folding in, spreading your fingers, Stephanie, making them really open, lifting your seat. And when you have difficulties, please bending your knees, shooting up from your sitting bones, letting your spine growing long. It doesn't matter if a heel comes down or not.
A long spine is more important than your hamstrings are open. Bending your knees, coming down on the floor, pushing your seat back, head opening up, forehead meeting the floor. Child pose, balasana, always available. Avoid sitting up, looking around when you can't follow. Come into your child pose, letting yourself listening to the words. Stay in your practice with your breath, with your mind focusing on self. And maybe this question, this world, on this planet, for this week in OMASSIM. Planting your hands back onto the floor, gazing forward, curling your toes, lifting your seat, downward, tapping your feet together, inhaling your right leg towards the ceiling with your inhaling, exhaling, bending your knee towards your chest, your right foot between your hands. When this is difficult, coming down to your knees, planting your right foot, hands curling your toes, and here you are. This is it. Breathe. This is it. Opening your chest. Inhaling. It's challenging. Stay with your practice. Exhaling, stepping back, swinging your right leg towards the ceiling. Exhaling, planting your right foot back onto the floor, left leg. Inhaling. Cyberspace, I just leave for a second my space. Keep on practicing. Breathe. Lifting your seat a tiny bit. This is it. Breathe. Your chest and gazing forward, stepping your right left foot between hands. Bringing your foot forward, opening your chest. Smiling. Exhaling, stepping back, lifting your left leg towards the ceiling, stepping your foot back onto the floor. One more time, bending your knees, pushing with your hands, this time bringing your arms around, fingers meeting, your toes forward, touches the floor. Opening up warmly, tucking your tailbone in, rolling up your spine, vertebra for vertebra, your arms on your side, lifting yourself up onto your knees, arms flowing, inhaling, exhaling, pushing your seat, arms on your side, staying halfway. Planting your hands, spreading fingers, curling your toes, lifting your seat in your downward facing dog, stepping your feet together, lifting your right leg in, exhaling, stepping your right foot between your hands, releasing your left knee, your left toes, gazing forward and lifting over this head, crescent moon lunge, making sure you do not bring weight on your knee. Step your front foot a tiny bit further and opening your inner groins. This is it, beautiful. Releasing your arms, planting your hands, stepping back and finding your high plank. Heart between your hands, spreading your fingers to be as breathe, rolling back your shoulders, gazing 20 centimeters in front of you. Breathe, releasing your knees, your toes,
pulling your heart, elbows glued to your body, chin, chest. Inhaling in your mini cobra, rolling back your shoulders, big toes touching, inner thighs rolling towards the ceiling, pulling your hands towards your heart, elbows spread, your toes, lifting your feet in the downward facing dog, stepping your feet together, lifting your left leg towards the ceiling, inhaling, exhaling, left foot between your hands. Long runner's lunge, releasing knees, toes, crescent moon lunge, inhaling. But you're coming a tiny bit, this is it, releasing shoulders. Exhaling, planting your hand, curling back toes, stepping back in your high plank. Now are your shoulders. Breathe, high plank. Breathe. Exhaling your knees, your toes, chin, chest, meeting the floor. Where are your shoulders? Inhaling, gazing forward, rolling back your shoulders. Smiling forward, curling your toes, see, lifting your shoulders, Caro, letting your shoulders down, inhaling, and you're shooting back from your seat, lifting yourself up, and finding your downward facing dog, shaking your head, spreading your fingers, letting yourself exhaling with a big nice sigh, like one more inhaling and all these worries, what we are carrying, one more inhaling. Bending your knees, gaze between your hands, walking forward between your hands, feet apart, softening in your knees, your seat reaching up, hugging your elbows, and maybe you want to find a bit of a swinging to your right side, to your left side, your arms growing heavy, your shoulders, your neck, your hips softening, releasing your arms, inhaling, coming halfway, hands on your knees, softening your knees, arms on, shoulders rolling back and down. From here, you're folding forward. When you need, please your knees, releasing 2 more times, inhaling, feet, legs lengthening, folding forward with your exhaling. 1 more time, inhaling, connecting with your roots, with your feet, exhaling, energy in your legs. Inhaling, come in your standing, bring your prayer in front, your chest, closing your eyes for a moment. Why am I here? What are you longing from this life? This week, focusing on self, breathe, can be super small, can be something bigger, surfing the world, surfing yourself. There is no difference. Release your arms, sweep your arms over your head with your inhaling. Exhaling, folding forward, bending your knees, stepping your right foot back, long runner's lunge, releasing knee, releasing toes, crescent moon lunge, inhaling. Exhaling, planting your hands, stepping back in high plank, Chaturanga Dandasana, or knees, chin, chest. Stephanie, you do knees, chin, chest, maybe. Tobias, Chaturanga Dandasana, inhaling, upward facing dog, exhaling in your downward facing dog, stepping your
right leg, inhaling, exhaling, right foot between your hands, releasing left knee, left toes, crescent moon lunge. Stephanie, please come down onto your knees, and then from here you're planting your foot, curling your toes first, and then you release your toes and you're lifting yourself up. Anyone else? You go slower, exhaling, planting your hands, curling your back toes, toes of your feet, inhaling halfway, folding forward, and with your inhaling, come in your standing, prayer in front of your chest, close, feeling this warmth in your hands, in your arms, in your chest, deep down into your feet. Releasing your arms, left side, wanna start. In, exhaling, folding forward, long spine, bending your knees, stepping your left foot back, releasing your knees, toes, crescent moon lunge, inhaling. Shoulders releasing, Maria, letting your shoulders softening, and stepping back, finding your high plank, exhaling, Chaturanga Dandasana, up, facing up, exhaling, curling your toes, letting yourself in your downward facing dog, stay, breathe. Where are your shoulders? Can you release your neck a tiny bit more? Breathe. Stepping your feet together, left leg, inhaling, exhaling, left foot between your hands, Stephanie, on your knees, stepping your foot, curling your back, long runner's lunge, releasing knee, toes, crescent moon lunge, breathe, breathe, inhaling, exhaling, planting your hands, stepping both feet, halfway coming up, inhaling, staying here, spreading your toes, lengthening your legs, softening in your knees, opening your chest, exhaling, folding forward, inhaling in your standing, bring your prayer in front of your chest, closing your eyes. Can you feel this warmth in your hands? This openness in nourishing yourself, strengthening yourself internally. This is what we need right now. Feeling safe in body, in self. Going wild, it's scary, it's worrying. Focusing on self, you are strong, stable. Releasing your arms, sweep your arms over your head. Inhaling, exhaling, folding forward, bending your knees, stepping your left foot back, second warrior, open it 45 degrees, left arm reaches forward, windmill back and opening your right arm, bending your knee, your back foot could open a tiny bit more forward. This is it, easier for you. Bending your front knee, breathe, bending your front knee a tiny bit more, Tobias. Yes. Palm of your hand flipping open, reverse warrior. Stay bending your knee, bending your front knee a tiny bit more while you're coming back. Beautiful. Breathe. If you are used to the practice, you can finding a bind with your arm. Inhaling, coming back,
second warrior, right elbow, right knee, reach with your right arm over your head, your left arm, sorry, pinky finger turning towards the floor, small finger, this is it. Breath, inhaling, coming back, second warrior, interlacing your fingers in your back, turning yourself halfway forward, 45 degrees, opening your chest, Stephanie, bending your knee a tiny bit more, exhaling, floating forward, arms over your head, breathe, arms over your head, breathe. Breathe, bending your front knee a tiny bit more, Hannah. Bending your knee a bit. Breathe. Inhaling, coming back into your handy, turning your toes and lifting your arms sliding along your body. Breathe, high lunge, bending your front knee. Reaching forward from your heart, letting your arms opening like an aeroplane. Your breathe, releasing your arm onto the floor, your right hand floating towards the ceiling, opening your chest. Breathe. Exhaling, bringing your right hand inside your right foot, open your right foot a tiny bit further away and 45 degrees, gazing forward. Breathe. Breathe. Pressing your hands into the floor, gazing forward, and you want to join with your left foot on the outside of your left hand, letting yourself sinking in between elbows. Stay with your heels lifted. Smile. Finding this space. Exhale. In your seat, toe, heel, your feet together, bending your knees and tucking your tailbone in, rolling up your spine, vertebra for vertebra, shoulders rolling back and down, arms on your side, sweep over your head, inhaling, folding forward, exhaling, bending your knees and stepping your right foot back, open it 45 degrees, reaching forward from your right arm, windmill back, and at the same time your left arm lifting up, bending your front knee, the other arm comes front, breathe. Left and right, same like me. Bending your front knee. Hannah, bending your front knee a tiny bit more. Pressing your back foot into the floor, bending your front knee, shoulders easing. Breathe. Palm of your hand, front hand, flip open in your reversed warrior. And when you come in your reverse, you're bending your front knee a tiny bit more and see that you do not collapse, you stay long. Breathe. You can finding a bind when you can reaching around from your right arm towards your left thigh. Inhaling, coming back, second warrior, elbow on your knee, sliding with your right your head. Breathe. Breathe. Bending your front knee a tiny bit more, your back foot pressing into the floor. Inhaling, coming back, second warrior, interlacing your fingers, turning yourself halfway forward, 45 degrees, opening your chest, inhaling, exhaling. Come a tiny bit forward like this. Yes, A bit more, Stephanie. Opening your chest, exhaling, folding forward. Breathe. Releasing your neck. Breathe. Long, opening shoulders. Strong ground, base, feet, legs. Inhaling, coming halfway up, releasing your arms, coming on to your back toes, hips facing front, in your high lunge, inhaling, shoulders easing, front knee bending, back heel pushing, smiling, breathe, reaching forward from your heart, finding alignment from your heel to the top of your head, breathe, palms of your hands facing up. Releasing your right hand toward, opening your chest, your left arm floats towards the ceiling. Breath. Breath. Exhaling, bringing your left hand inside of your left foot. Open your left foot further apart. Open your foot 45 degrees, staying here, pushing with your heel. Opening your hips, gazing forward. Right, shoulders rolling back and down. Your foot is soft. Inhaling, gazing forward. And with one step, you bring your right foot on the outside of your right hand, lowering down. When you need, maybe you stay here, or you need to lifting your heel onto the floor between your legs. Find a variation. Pressing your hands, lifting your heart. Breathe. Releasing your hands, planting them on the feet, heel, toe, your feet together. Inhaling, exhaling, folding, bending your knees, tucking your tailbone and rolling up your spine. Vertebra, getting rid of stiffness, bringing your arms on your side, closing your eyes in your standing. Tadasana. Sweep your arms over your head, folding forward, bending your knees. Maybe you want to jumping back, taking a, you're planting your hands, gazing forward. People never done this before. You're lifting your heels, your hands under your shoulders. From here, you want to hopping back, daring to hop back and come in your Chaturanga, Dandasana, holding yourself. Breathe, holding, pushing, lifting your heart, inhaling, upward facing dog. I'm not a good model, my shoulders hurting, rolling up and over your toes in your downward facing dog. Lifting your right leg towards the ceiling, bending your knee towards your chest, come into your pigeon. So you're opening your hip, your right knee behind your right wrist, walking your back toes a tiny bit further away, bringing your hands next to your head. Grabbing your block or a bolster, Stephanie, grabbing your block, and then you're planting your block under your right hip. So your right heel comes towards your left side, towards, and exactly, breathe. So you want to walk bit further away, lifting yourself up, squaring your hips, both hips want to face in front, lengthening your spine. You can, or you're walking your hands a bit further away onto your elbows, making sure you do not let your right hip dropping on the side, twisting in your lower spine, which hurts your your sacroiliac joint, SI joint. Walking your arms forward, then you have a tiny bit more space, resting your forehead. Releasing your hands under your shoulders, press yourself, lifting your heart. You have a mat around. You can grabbing the edges of your mat, walking with your fingers and a bit of a pulling on the edge of your mat to opening your chest. When you don't have a mat, you can grasping your fingers and pushing from your hand, opening your chest. Breathe, inhaling, exhaling, planting your hands, coming on the side of your hip, swinging left arm, left leg forward, planting your left foot on the outside of your right, walking with your heels a tiny bit further, helping with your hands. So this is the position we are longing for. Maybe that's a bit too difficult. Then you're planting your left foot on the inside. You want to sit, take the block away. Sorry, Stephanie. Yes. You want to sit on the floor. This is it. When this is difficult, please always, you can lengthening your right leg, your left foot over your knee, and you come in this. Right arm hugging your left knee, left arm reaching around, a sweet little twisting here. Inhaling, coming back into your neutral, take counter twist towards, coming back into your neutral and play a tiny bit. Maybe it's a bit challenging for a few of you, may only go a tiny bit. So from here, your left leg is in view. You're turning 5 degrees. So your left thigh comes in this line with the front of your mat. You're turning your torso, facing. From here, you're lifting yourself up onto your right, planting your hands. From here, elbow under your left knee, your left elbow under your left hip, lifting yourself up. And you want to find, maybe you can find a bit of an arm balance, spreading your legs if you would like. So please only try. Stephanie, you want to face forward to this side. Yes, this is it. Both arms coming forward. And Tobias, you want to bring your elbow under your hip. Needless elbow under your hip. Really bring this elbow, lifting yourself up, lifting and really literally lifting your bump up. This is it. And here you're leaning forward. This is arm balancing, is just really be it, Maria, gazing forward there. And from here, focusing, you focus on falling. When you focus on lifting, you will lifting yourself easier. It's just play. Breathe. How you doing? Breathe. Come on, don't give up, family. And from here, you're walking yourself back, finding your down.
Facing dog, stay in your down dog, taking a vinyasa, inhaling, coming into your high plank, exhaling, releasing knees, toes, chin, chest, meeting the floor, inhaling in your upward facing dog or cobra, exhaling in your downward facing dog, breathe. Maybe it's a bit of a hoopla, challenging. When we don't challenge ourselves, we never learn something new. There is this funky idea. We should know when we start something. Of time and space to learn anymore. The moment we know, stepping your feet together, lifting your left leg, inhaling. Bending your knee to your chest, letting your hip open, left knee behind your wrist, walking your toes back, lifting yourself up. Breathe. Breathe. Stephanie, can you tiny bit more to this side? Yes, this is it. Planting up under. Wonderful. Stay on your finger. Finding length and making sure you do not drop. Stay square with your hips, smiling, breathing, lifting yourself up a tiny bit more, finding this lengthening in your inner groins. Exhaling, folding forward, long spine, come on to your elbows. Breathe, finding maybe you can lengthen. Making sure you do not drop with your hip, hurting yourself. Breathe. 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 Inhaling gently, walking your hands back, coming on next to your hips, lifting yourself up. Maybe you have a yoga mat and you couldn't walk with your hands along the mat. And then when you have your maximum, you're pulling a tiny bit, opening your chest. If you don't have a mat, resting your fingers, opening up, breathe. Inhaling. Exhaling, releasing your hands, sitting on your left side, swinging your right leg in front, over your knee, both feet sitting down. Please remember, when you need, you're lengthening your lower leg. Breathe. This is it, Regina. Don't hesitate. Please come. For some people, it's really challenging. From hugging right arm, reaching around, finding a twisting. Both feet pressing down. Hannah, you're twisting to the wrong side. You need, Hannah, yes, this is it. Breathe. Breathe. And Tobias, stay long in your spine. This is it. Breathe. Pressing your right foot into the floor. Inhaling, coming back into your neutral, counter twisting to the other side, back into your neutral, play time. So you swing yourself towards your left side, only 45 degrees. So your right thigh is in front. You're turning your torso, facing your front side. This is already another twisting from here. You need to lift yourself up on your heel to get a bit more length. You're twisting forward, your left elbow under your right elbow under your right hip. Plunge, lift yourself up. You really need to lift your bum a tiny bit to massage yourself onto your thighs. And then from here, daring, reaching forward. And when you're spreading your legs, Maria, try to spreading your legs. You gain more strength. And from here, if you like, you're jumping back, lifting your heart with your inhaling, exhaling in your downward facing dog. I know it's a bit of a challenge for some of you. It's just playtime. Can you allow yourself playing? Maybe not being able to do it today, maybe another day. Breathe. You're inhaling with your nose and letting yourself exhaling with a big inhaling with your nose, exhaling. One more. Inhaling with your nose, exhaling. Between your hands, hopping, walking, stepping forward, inhaling, coming halfway, folding forward with your exhaling, ending, exhaling. Bring your prayer, opening your arms towards the side, Tadasana, mountain. Shoulders releasing, strong like a mountain. Unshakable. Breathe whatever windy it is outside, storm, scary times, uncertain times. Finding the strength in you, the stability in you. This deep understanding, I'm here now, breathing. And we want to come into a balance, hands on, taking, stepping your feet together, bringing your weight on your left side. Your right knee is lifted up, opening your hip. You're planting your right toes on top of your left calf muscles, or you're helping to come into your inner thighs. I'm super wobbly today, sorry. Planting your foot, bringing your hands in front of your chest, lengthening, breathing. No wonder we are wobbly. Arms over your head. Stay soft in your fingers. Stay soft in your wrists, in your elbows, in your shoulders. Becoming a tree. This morning here in Portugal, we got up. It was super foggy. Now it's clearing up. What amazing. Fog, we can't see anything. Clear, open sky. Rain, doesn't matter. Strong you are, rooted you are, bringing your hands in front of your chest, planting your right foot back onto the floor, lifting your arms, inhaling, exhaling, bringing your prayer. Hands on your hips, left side. So right foot rooting down, left knee, hip, opening up, toes, calf muscle, or you're helping with your hand coming higher. Do not use your knee. Long spine. And when you stay with your toes just meeting the floor, it doesn't matter. Soft in your hands, in your wrists. Focusing into Frishti, your inner focus. Can you breathe into your foot? Can you smile in your heart? Exhaling, bringing your prayer, lifting your knee and
Putting your foot back onto the floor, opening your feet, hip width apart, softening in your knees, arms on your side and swinging from your hips, soften your knees, shoulders easing. Coming back into your neutral, gently opening your feet even further apart, bending your knees over your feet. So you're pressing the outer edges into the floor, your inner arches, lifting up, you're bending your knees along spine. We want to liberate a tiny bit more from holding, from worries. Kali Mudra, decidedness, fiercefulness, 5 times Ganesha breathing, forgot the name. So you stay bending your knees. Maybe you want to watch one time when you don't know how to do it. Exhaling, opening your up mouth and really cutting through all. Exhaling, inhaling, stay bending your knees. Exhaling, inhaling, refreshing, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, one more, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, coming into your standing, open arms towards your feet are parallel, and from here, letting yourself rotating. So you're lifting, you're twisting, coming back, and opposite heel. Inhaling in your center, exhaling, and letting yourself floating a tiny bit. Breathe. And slowly coming back into your center, arms over your head. Exhaling, bringing your prayer in front of your chest. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Arms on your side, bending your knees. Utkatasana. Inhaling, releasing your shoulders. Breathe. Exhaling, folding forward, lifting your heels, bending your knees, and coming down. Your heels meeting your seat, balancing on your toes, hands in front of you. Next finger and thumb on a meet, narrowing your gaze. So you want to bring this gaze closer and closer. Maybe you can play closing your eyes, or your eyes stay open and you're more and more focusing into yourself back. Reaching forward from your arms down onto your seat, lengthening your legs. We started with warming up in Paschimottanasana, dynamic. Now we want to sitting down, bringing hands on your side. When you know you are hamstrings or in your psoas muscle, please use a blanket, or you're folding in your knees that you can lifting yourself up. You do not want to fold forward like this, hurting yourself in your discs. So you want to lifting yourself up. You can use like this, it doesn't matter. Arms on your side, folding forward. gazing forward. Exhaling, come to your knees, planting onto the floor, gazing over the shoulder. Do you have space? You want to do back bendings. So you want to come down your spine, bringing your heels towards your seat, on the floor, your arms putting down from your feet, spreading your toes and lifting your seat. Lifting your seat while your knees reaching forward. Do not your chin towards your sternum, long neck, shoulders releasing, lifting your hips a tiny bit. Exhaling, slowly come to the floor. So you have a few options. You finding variations, like you're lifting your seat, interlacing your fingers, walking your shoulders closer to help yourself lifting up. The next step could be you do this again and you're planting your hands under your hips and lifting yourself up. People who are a bit more used to the practice, you can take 2 wheels, continue, or you just want to looking for a moment, you can do a wheel. You're bringing your hands under your shoulders, your elbows pointing towards the ceiling, pressing your hands. And from here, your hand, you're lifting yourself up on the top of your head, making sure your hands under your shoulders. And from here, you're lengthening your arms while you're pressing your feet into the floor. Please do bringing your heels down, Tobias. This is it. Lifting yourself up a tiny bit more, and then you're coming down. Taking 2 more variations. So you can stay really only in your bridge, lifting your hips behind your spine. And it's always good to keep a few ones. Please counter. On a counter last. Variation, whatever it is, you can come one more time in your wheel or bring it under your hips. Breathe. And coming. Now you want to counter, hugging your knees towards your chest. Stay down with your towards your chest, long neck, just easing. Pressing your lower back into the floor, holding your right leg over the floor. With your next exhaling, lifting your chest, your nose wanna meet. You're lengthening your right leg. Breathe, inhaling, both knees folding. Sacrum stays onto the floor, lengthening your left leg and your right knee pushes towards your chest. Left leg hovers 2-3 centimeters over the floor. Stay one more breath. And then you're lifting yourself up, your nose meeting your knee. Inhaling, both knees meeting your chest, happy baby pose, knees floating and towards your armpits and lifting your feet. From here, right, you're grabbing your feet. Maybe your feet are a bit too far away. So you're grabbing your ankles or you're bringing your arms behind your knees, pressing your thighs towards your belly. And from here, you're trying to lift up your feet. Tobias, bring your sacrum down onto the floor. Sacrum, this part, floor. And then from here, maybe your arms are a tiny bit short. grabbing calf muscles or bringing your arms around. You don't want to lift curving. Yeah, this is it. Beautiful. This will open by time. The more muscles open. Breathe. Releasing your shoulders a tiny bit more. Breathe. Breath. One more inhaling. Exhaling. Really. Your heart onto the floor. Your belly. And 3 seconds from little space that you can bump with your sacrum. Finding a sound in your exhaling like a deep inhaling, lifting up a tiny bit more. Exhaling, resting your hips, your sacrum. The floor. Last asana, savasana, letting your arms come in your body, reaching forward from your heels, letting yourself softening, easing, taking your last asana. Taking one more inhaling with your nose, with a sigh, letting go any concentration. One more inhaling with your nose, with your next thigh, letting release all the tension in your muscles. Finding your natural breath. Releasing your tension. Your natural breath guiding you deeper towards yourself, being aware all these little movements, changes you experience, challenges, maybe sensations of frustration, joy, anger, all what is here in your practice, you're living in your daily life. The more you're allowing yourself, connecting to all what there is in your practice, the more you're allowing yourself experiencing this whole display of humanness in your daily life. And the quote from Morgan Harbour Nichols, when I started teaching this Zoom classes right in May, and I feel it is still really very, very valid. So just a gentle reminder. And here I am, learning to see the beauty and truth. And I will hold hope within my hands that I can be here in the betweens and find joy right where I am, and no endless, boundless peace running wild over everything. And slowly and gently letting your breath growing stronger and fuller. Feeling this inner movements in your chest, deep down in your belly. Letting it travel towards your toes and your fingertips, and gently start to play with your fingers, with your toes. Spontaneous movement happening. Maybe it moves into a stretching movement missing you're longing for. Or you feel ready, folding in your knees towards your chest and coming on your right side, staying a moment. It's a very soothing. Any house helping yourself remind safe space, bringing your left hand in front of your chest and coming into a sitting pose. Can be kneeling, cross-legged, legs on your side, or your side of your feet in front. Any posture you feel comfortable with. A long spine, shoulders relaxed, planting hands in front of your chest, closing your eyes. Maybe you want to remember one more time, why am I here on this planet, in this lifetime? Why am I here for this 10 days, week, whatever time you spend here at OMASSIM? Let it in, warm your heart, your chest. And to finish and seal this practice, let's finish with one deep, long sounding in. Taking a huge, big inhaling.